And we are back. And when I say we, I do mean we. I'm still here with Jelle.
Yeah, I'm also back.
Back, still here, something along those lines. Anyway, a bit of a bonus game. Since round one was so short, we decided, you know what? I'm just gonna pick up a different deck. We're gonna play another match while we wait. So, bonus content. Yay!
Another amazing matchup.
Yeah, this
if I may say so.
This is like 2017 Saffron Olive versus Jeff Hoagland. like,
Yeah, basically.
I mean, Saffron Olive is where I got the Seismic Swans from. I don't remember where he got it from, but he got it from somewhere. And of course, Mr. Hoagland in his owl costume, handing out lollipops to people at a SCG Open, I think. Was it an SCG Open?
I'm not sure. I have only seen the pictures.
I think he was on coverage for at least one round. I think that was like the worst round he had. He won most of his other matches, and then he was on coverage for one match, and he wasn't playing Magic. It was
Yeah, well, if you're playing a meme deck, of course you get your worst match on camera.
of course.
Of course, yeah. So both of the decks, yeah, interesting game plan.
Yeah, we saw the Owling Mine deck a bit before. It's just, yeah. I mean, when you think about it, both these decks want me to draw all the cards, right?
Sure. Wait, that's probably usually the case whenever anyone is playing against Owling Mine, but
yeah, no,
especially the Seismic Swans deck, sure.
So, for those of you who don't know the combo, you have Seismic Assault, which allows you to discard a land to deal 2 damage to any target. You do 2 damage to the Swans, which is then prevented, and instead you draw 2 cards. So when you play 42 lands, you just draw more lands than you discard, and eventually you just 20 your opponent. Pretty much.
So as a reminder, you need 10 lands to 20 your opponent. You might need a little bit extra just to be safe to play around certain cards. In general, if you have we can see 2 lands being discarded here without any swans on the table, just 4 damage to the face. Nothing else going on here. Yeah, if you get that many extra cards from your opponents, might as well just use them.
Oh yeah, because I'm discarding the hand size. That's what's.
Yeah, well, the Seismic Assault is there, so if you have extra, might as well use them.
Yeah, fair enough. Oh, wait. I think because I did see the Swans in my hand. I think I couldn't play it because my 4th land was No, I could have played it, right?
There was a Time Walk Exhaustion that was played last turn. So.
Oh yeah, okay, that's what's happening.
So you didn't untap. So
yeah,
all there was to do was play lands and throw some lands away.
I'm not playing a 4-mana 4/3 when I have only 1 mana. That's not happening.
No, that's you can have all the untapped lands in the world, but it's not happening.
Looks like a room flare trap from my opponent here.
That would deal a lot of damage. However,
yeah,
you might see some lands getting discarded right here.
Let's just get rid of my land here.
And every land is 2 damage, so there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 damage. Yeah, not bad.
Just like that. 10 damage and Rune Flare Trap.
All the way down to 6. So
there's 1 per card.
No combo necessary just yet. Rune Flare Trap going to deal a ton of damage still. 5.
I mean, it's either... That would have been either 5 damage to me or 10 to my opponent, so I'll take the 10 to my opponent, if you don't mind.
Yeah, I like the look of that. Yeah. So a Days Undoing here because you need to draw more cards.
Yeah,
Let's be honest, we weren't done here. The opponents are still at 6. We need more cards.
Days Undoing, of course, a staple for any Narset Hull Breacher decks. Just it's actual Time Twister, except it ends the turn, right?
It's basically the same. Yeah, because it ends the turn, it also exiles itself. So that's another safety measure, you could say. However, it does not exile itself if you somehow play it during your opponent's turn. So maybe you can make some nasty combos with that. But Seismic Swans just wants it to draw the extra 7 cards and just hope to draw some lands with Seismic Assault on the table.
Yeah. Now, I'm thinking, because I think there was a deck that did play Days Undoing at instant speed a lot, but I cannot for the life of me think of what deck that was. Probably something Teferi, right?
Yeah, but probably some War of the Spark tribal deck with Teferi Narset.
Yeah, probably. I mean, Teferi's... yeah. I mean, Narset, you know...
Yeah, it's the planeswalker you want if you're casting wheels. So
also just War of the Spark planeswalkers in general, because I think there's 2 of them that are now restricted in Vintage. I mean, that pretty much says enough, right?
Well, Vintage is also a weird format, but yeah.
Karn and Narset, of course, being the 2 planeswalkers that are restricted.
Yes.
I think the only 2 planeswalkers that are restricted.
Yeah, Oko has free reign in Vintage.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. All right. So some more lands being discarded, and that's the game.
10 to the face. Yeah, drawing 7 cards. Really powerful when you're like 2/3 of your deck is just free shocks. So,
yeah.
Going to game 2.
Right.
Yeah, let's go. Round 2. Game 2, not round 2. What the hell am I talking about? Round 1.5.
Sort of round 2.
Sort of, yeah. Now, if I recall, I didn't sideboard, so there's no point even talking about that. I think my opponent did, but I'm thinking, what can Owling Mine play in the sideboard that works against this pile?
Well, it's blue, so probably some kind of counterspell. In Seismic Swans, not a very threat dense deck, so counterspells might be good.
Fair enough.
The 1 mana variant, hard to counter.
I mean, we haven't seen any new cards so far, but maybe Mystical Dispute?
Possibly, yeah.
That could be good. Probably some remands. Remand not the worst card, I guess. Some boomerangs.
Oh, there's boom. Oh.
Gonna
boomerang. But
gonna shock here.
2 damage first. Yeah.
Let me bring up Molten Vortex. Too many
One
damn
mana,
Molten.
But slightly less efficient than the actual. Well, there it is. Seismic Assault. Well, no counter mana right there, so Seismic Assault just hits the table immediately.
Yeah, so Seismic Assault a bit heavier up front, but as soon as you discard more than 2 lands, you want Seismic Assault, pretty much.
Also, Seismic Assault able to actually combo with the Swans, which you see right here.
Yeah, this...
Molten Vortex.
This going pretty
Vortex
fast.
Costing mana for every activation is hard if you want to combo.
Yeah, it's fine if you're trying to like clear the board or something. I remember a game back in the day against humans, when that was a thing. I was just digging for my Swans. I couldn't find my Swans. But I have more land than they have humans, so I'll just keep killing everything you got. And
Lightning Bolt is Ancestral Recall now.
Yeah, terrific. Just 1 mana, draw 3. Yeah, I really want to try something with Unholy Heat. It's just 1 mana, draw 6. Like, there has to be some deck you can make with that, right?
It sounds powerful.
And I mean, Swans is still just a 4 mana 4/3 that's immune to damage, I guess. So it's not the worst threat.
I mean, your opponents will have Unholy Heat a lot of the time. So.
Yeah, true, but at least then you're at parity, you know. So I don't know.
No problem at all setting up the combo.
Yeah.
Turn 3, the Seismic Assault. Turn 4, the Swans, and the game is already over.
Yeah, it was an extra game, so it's fine.